What's up, everybody? It's Tori Nix, aka Natty Deity, and I'm back on it with another message. And this isn't gonna be too long, but this is a download that I was having, and I'm gonna just drop it off. Okay, it's food for thought. So this is about what we call relationships. Okay, the 3D relationships, the cardinal relationships. Okay, and there are so many misleading propaganda information, should you say. A lot of gurus that kind of try to give relationship advice. But I'm going to drop off my perspective because I feel maybe this will help somebody. I don't know. But I think it's funny. Today is 5/23. If you do that, that's 5/5. So that's a 10 plus 8, that's a 9. So this is like a completion day as well. So it's 12:22 on the clock as well. So it's like a double effect going on is what I'm feeling in the energy today. But I think this has a lot to do with unions. The number 2 is very significant. So I guess that's why I'm feeling that. But with this masculine and feminine energy, right? I think it has been posed to us as a certain way that, oh, we have to be like this in relationships. We have to be like that in relationships, right? And I just think a lot of the relationship dynamic is just literally more stress. It's like more confusion. You know what I'm saying? So here is my opinion, okay? Woman, male. Yes, we get it, right? But throughout time, we have been shown these dynamics, right? The gender roles have been assigned and all of that. But let's take a moment to just come out and think of this as a new way, okay? So imagine a line of energy, right? And let's say we know we're all a part of that one line of energy, right? But let's say when you're in this vessel, you have some of that energy in each vessel, right? Energy is like a battery. You have a positive polarity and you have a negative polarity, okay? So let's say in that same energy, you have a feminine polarity and you have a masculine polarity. We're one of the same, so that means all of us possess masculine energy and feminine energy to create oneness, right? So the art of the male and female relationship, it needs to stop. Like, I think people have to look at this as like, I'm a piece of energy, you're a piece of energy. Whether this is male, women, whatever the case you like, whatever it is, we're all a ball of energy. So I think relationships, when I look at people nowadays, I can't tell you somebody who is 100% happy in their relationship. And this is just the honest truth. So I ask myself, why though? Why then do it, right? And I think it becomes the level of conditional love, right? No one is really dating for unconditional love anymore, because you want to know why? So many people don't have that unconditional love for themselves. And this may shake some things up. I know somebody will probably exit out of here to be a narcissist or some shit like that, but it's the truth. I was even listening to a friend of mine recently, and she's like, people marry for advancements, and things of that nature. And it's just like, the only paper everybody should be worried about is their will, right? I hear so many people, well, I don't want to grow alone, and I don't want to have my resources go to waste, so I need a partner. Not necessarily. The piece of paper, you can put anyone's name on a piece of paper. It doesn't have to be blood. It doesn't have to be a marriage. You know what I'm saying? If I know this person has been loyal to me throughout life, they've been sticking with me throughout life, then okay, I can write their name down, right? So that's the first thing about that. The second thing, going back to the unconditional love of self, when you pour into yourself constantly, right? That means you're going to always be self-sustained. You're always going to be okay within self, right? You can take care of yourself. You know you got you at the end of the day. It doesn't have to be people around you in order for you to have yourself fully. Okay? So now let's look at the friendship dynamic and let's tie this together. When you meet someone, you're not instantly in a relationship with them until you put those labels on there. They're just words, right? But imagine if we just went off of chemistry. The feeling that the person gives you, the love is natural between y'all. You don't have to overthink it, right? This is what I think we should start implementing when we date, right? And I don't even want to call it dating because it's like, I think these labels limit what it really is. So I don't even want to use these words, but for explanation's sake, I'm going to say it, okay? So it's like friendship, right? When you go on a trip with your friends, everybody is literally responsible for themselves, right? Oh, I got you. I'm going to put this down, half. We both go half, and then we go have a good time. Boom, right? That means you're with someone who's in alignment. That means your friend is in alignment with you because y'all both have now put 50-50 into this journey that y'all want to take, right? Whatever the case is. It can be just going out for drinks, but you know, oh, I'm going to put my 50 down and you're going to put your 50 down. That makes a whole, right? Now walk with me. The issue with relationships is that we forget these are just people, right? Maybe you have a sexual chemistry with that person, and that's where your free will choices come into play. But as far as, imagine if we all just live like that, like, this is my friend overall. You know, you go half, I go half, wherever we do. What is there to really argue about, right? The problem starts when it's like, I can only date them if they got money, if they taking care of me, they're doing this, they're doing that. That's not your child. Like, that's not your responsibility to take care of somebody. And if you think somebody's supposed to take care of you, you need to grow up. And I think it's just time we say this. Like, what? It's such a limitation on, like, dating. Y'all put too much pressure on it, right? Now, it's one thing to say, you are my friend, right? And this can be a lifelong friend. You truly never know anybody. So to say we're going to get married and I'm going to limit myself to a piece of paper, what if we outgrow each other? I don't want to have to go pay to get out of this relationship with you, right? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, this was just the download I was having. So it's like you never truly really know somebody. So you grow with each other over time. And once it's time, maybe somebody outgrows the other person. Then you guys can go in peace, right? But then it's so much arguments with shit these days. Oh, now I need half of the money. I need this. I need that. And it's just limiting what could be. So I am starting a new era, and I'm just going to speak out on it because I don't believe it's, oh, a man would do this, a man. All that guru knowledge that y'all have on, like, these platforms is such bullshit. It's like, it just continues to create a divide within self and within the person you're dating, because then you have this notion, oh, men are supposed to do this, women are supposed to do this, instead of just saying, no, I'm looking for someone who's whole in themselves. They got their feminine energy together, they got their masculine energy together, and they can parent themselves. That's what we should start stepping to, right? That means that this person knows to do the inner work. This person has overcome their lower nature, which is maybe their traumas, the things that they have gone through. And now they're in a place where they are building the life that they want to live. Cool. As am I. So now we can walk on our path and there's nothing to argue about. If we want to have sex, then we come to talk about that. I'm highly attracted to you sexually. I would like to be intimate. This is where the free will choice comes into play. So if things don't work out, you cannot then say, oh, well, I had sex with that person. You know what I'm saying? We both agreed. So at that point, it is in alignment. You know what I'm saying? So I hope this makes sense to somebody, because if you're the type of person you're looking for answers, the answers are within you. Okay? You're not going to find them by trying to date people consistently. You have to take that time for yourself first. It's like that saying goes, you can't love somebody until you love yourself fully. It's like a garden. If each plant doesn't take care of itself, meaning Or let's keep it like this. If you want each flower to grow, you have to tend to each flower on its own, right? And that way it grows into a garden. So it's the same concept with humanity, but we're the only species that doesn't understand because we put so much logic and let me say programmed knowledge on these situations instead of just flowing in the art of love, man. Like, I hope this makes sense that what I see for the future coming is just true companionship. And it's the free will choices to then be intimate, to then every day we're growing together. I feel like you should meet somebody and the situation is so dope. Even if it's misunderstandings along the way, I'm not saying it'll be perfect. But you look up and y'all been together for 10 years, right? It's not about, I met this man a year ago and he's not popping the question. Are y'all crazy? Like, like I think it's just time to really think about this. Oh, I'm about to be 30 and he ain't proposed. That is a personal problem. Okay? That is truly a personal problem. And if y'all don't start dating just freely, that's why y'all stressed out. Some of y'all, oh, I'm getting older. I'm not going to find a man. Listen, the answers are inside of you, baby. You going to find that person who will naturally flow with you when you start pouring into yourself. Water yourself first. Allow your cup to overrunneth. Then, if you meet somebody else whose cup is overrunneth, there's nothing to argue about. I promise you won't even be thinking about money. You won't be thinking about, all this stuff. Hell, you probably even want your own space. And then we just explore the world together. We travel. We go to different events together. That's what it should be. It should be fun. So whoever this message is for, stop pressing the clock, ladies. It's no time limit on love. Okay? Men, stop pressing the clock. Okay? If you getting older, embrace that. Embrace it, okay? Ladies, if you starting to change, your body's starting to change, somebody gonna love that too. But this is where the self-love comes in. Make sure you healthy. You know what I'm saying? I feel like people always talk about, their weight gain and all this stuff. Okay, but just go do something about it. Don't sit there and feel miserable. Oh, I'll never get a man. I hear this stuff on a day-to-day, so I need y'all to really overcome this for sure. And you do that by way of the inner work. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 on the clock, step by step. It's a new time. It's a reset, okay? So I hope this helps people. I don't mean to be harsh, but I just see so much stuff that I have to just put out my opinion too. So let's grow together. You know what I'm saying? Not pressing the clock, not putting limitations on what a woman should be and what a man should be. No, you should, just like they say men are protectors. No, actually, if you do your research thoroughly, women were actually the protectors of their tribes. But we all embody that protective spirit. So we all can take action in life. We all can provide for ourselves. So stop with the gender roles. Women, men, right? It's like women are not the only things that should be feminine. Men should be able to feel their emotions as well. But y'all have been taught to suppress those emotions. So now it's, the women is more emotional. Hell, most men are more emotional than women because y'all are keeping it suppressed. That's where all of that shit comes from. Oh, well, he don't have no money and all that. If you obviously don't either. If you're expecting him to take care of you, can we just be real, y'all? I think people don't even realize the narcissism that they exude, but whatever, there's levels to it. But if we all allow each other to feel how we want to feel, you take action for what you want in life, you provide for yourself, what then is there to argue about, y'all? There can be peace on earth. I'm telling y'all, it's just about going within the self first. So I'm going to leave it there. I just had that download this morning. Stop listening to these gurus who, if they start saying, well, men are like this, don't listen to that shit because it's limiting you. Women are supposed to be this. Stop listening to that shit. Okay, we got to put these people in their place now. Okay, this misleading propaganda information, whatever you want to call it, is, man, it's crazy. It's like the confines. We got to break them now. All right? So I wish y'all well. I do wish you love on your journey. I wish you an aligned partner. And, this is just food for thought. I hope that this can help take the pressure off of dating for some people. So just be you. Love yourself, nurture yourself. That's the way to go. Go deal with your trauma, deal with the inner work, get with somebody who actually understands that, right? Don't just listen to these people who are misguiding the masses. Like, stop it. All right? So I will see y'all on the next message. Y'all stay up, stay in love, stay in light, and stay safe. And I'll see y'all later. Peace.